너울 치는 파도와 가파른 절벽 위로 서 있는 한 남자. 무엇인가 결심한 듯이 한 걸음 또 한 걸음 앞으로 나아가는 그 순간
No! Stop!
멈춰버리죠.
Who are you? What are you staring at?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stare, but I only thought
Oh, you did it. Well, what are you doing here?
I was only walking.
Well, get on with your walking. Don't hang about here screaming.
걱정했던 그녀의 마음과 다르게 냉소적으로 대하는 이 남자. 과연 그에겐 어떤 일이 있었던 것일까요? 1930년대 몬테카를로. 멀끔한 외모와 누가 봐도 부티나게 생긴 이 남자는 맥심 드 윈터. 맨덜리 대저택과 수십 명의 하인을 둥그는 엄청난 상류층의 부자였죠. 그런 그가 성같은 본인의 대저택이 아닌 호텔에서 머물고 있던 도중 한 여인을 만나게 됩니다.
Tell me, is Mrs. Van Hopper a friend of yours or just a relation?
No, she's my employer. I'm what is known as a paid companion.
I didn't know companionship could be both.
생계를 위해 베나퍼 부인 밑에서 일하는 그녀는 도저히 맥심과 어울리지 않아 보이는데
I'll drive you somewhere in the car.
데이트 신청을 받게 됩니다.
Oh, nonsense. Finish up that mess and we'll get along.
사실 맥심에겐 사연이 있었는데 몇 달 전 사랑스러운 전부인 레베카를 불의의 사고로 잃고 그녀와 살아가던 맨덜리 저택을 떠나 호텔에서 머물고 있던 것이었죠.
Oh, yes. I know Mr. DeWitt well. I knew his wife, too. Before she married, she was the beautiful Rebecca Hildreth, you know. She was drowned, poor dear, while she was sailing near Mandalay. He never talks about it, of course, but he's a broken man.
그러던 중 수수하고 착한 여인이 눈에 들어왔고 둘은 서로에 대한 마음을 키워가 행복한 미래를 그리는 사이로 발전합니다. 오랜 고통과 방황의 시간을 끝내고 맨덜리로 돌아오는 대저택의 주인 그리고 새로운 안주인 미세스 드 윈터. 새로운 막이 열리는 맨덜리와 새로운 안주인을 맞이하는 수십 명의 하인들 그리고 댄버스 부인.
This is Mrs. Danvers.
How do you do?
How do you do?
무표정한 그녀는 맨덜리의 모든 일을 관장하고 있었죠. 그런 그녀가 새로운 안주인에게 배정해준 방은 동편이었고
Oh, then it wasn't Mr. De Winter's room originally.
No, madam. He's never used the east wing before.
전부인 레베카가 쓰던 서편방은 아직도 관리가 되는 듯 보였죠.
It's the most beautiful room in the house. The only one that looks down across the lawns to the sea. It was Mrs. De Winter's room. If there's anything you want done,
게다가 그녀가 저택에 온 날은
I suppose you've been at Mandalay for many years, longer than anyone else.
not so long as Frith. He was here when the old gentleman was living, when Mr. De Winter was a boy.
Oh, I see, and you didn't come till after that.
I came here when the first Mrs. De Winter was a bride.
레베카가 살아있는 듯이 그녀의 모든 설명에는 레베카가 빠지지 않았죠.
Oh, well,
그런 그녀에게 친하게 지내자며 손을 내밀어 보지만
Mrs. Danvers, I do hope we'll be friends. You must be patient with me. This sort of life is new to me, and I do want to make a success of it and make Mr. De Winter happy, so I know I can leave all the household arrangements to you.
Very well. I hope I shall do everything to your satisfaction, madam.
사무적인 반응에 거리는 줄어들지 않았습니다. 레베카의 망령이 있는 듯한 맨덜리 그리고 망령을 잊지 못한 듯한 하인들.
Mrs. De Winter, I mean the late Mrs. De Winter always did her correspondence and telephoning in the morning room after breakfast.
Thank you, Frith. Oh, no. Which way is the morning room?
Oh, it's that door there, on the left.
Oh, yes, thank you.
집안 곳곳 그녀의 흔적들이 가득했죠. 게다가 새로운 안주인인 본인조차 레베카를 의식하고 있었습니다.
Mrs. De Winter? Oh, I'm afraid you've made a mistake. Mrs. De Winter's been dead for over a year.
당신이 안주인이에요, 미세스 드 윈터.
Oh, I mean...
예의를 지키지만 차가운 반응과 레베카를 항상 언급하는 댄버스 부인. 미세스 드 윈터는 시누이에게 이런 댄버스 부인에 대한 이야기를 듣게 됩니다.
You see, she's bound to be insanely jealous at first. And she must resent you bitterly.
Why should she?
Don't you know? I should have thought Maxine would have told you. She simply adored Rebecca.
시누이 내외가 돌아가고 맥심과 오붓한 산책을 즐기는 미세스 드 윈터. 그 순간 맨덜리의 마스코트 귀요미 제스퍼가 단독 행동을 시작하고 심지어 산책 코스를 이탈하고 말죠.
미쳐 날뛰고 있습니다.
Jasper! Yeah, not that way. Come here.
안녕히 계세요, 여러분.
제스퍼가 지나간 길을 가보자는 미세스 드 윈터. 하지만 맥심은 극도로 싫어하는 듯 보이는데
Can't come to any harm. He'll find his own way back.
그런 맥심을 두고 제스퍼를 쫓아갑니다.
Jasper!
한 오두막집을 향해 짖는 제스퍼. 그 순간 문이 열리고
문이 열리네요.
의문스러운 남자와 조우하게 되죠.
누구냐 너?
Oh. I didn't know that there was anybody.
I know that dog. He comes for the house. He ain't yourn.
No, he's Mr. De Winter's dog. Have you anything I could tie him with?
급히 목줄을 챙겨 제스퍼를 묶는 순간
You won't tell anyone you saw me in there, will you?
이상한 소리를 늘어놓기 시작합니다.
I weren't doing nothing. I was just putting my shells away. She's gone in the sea, ain't she? She'll never come back no more.
No, she'll never come back. Come on, Jasper.
급히 맥심에게 돌아가 보지만 화가 단단히 난 맥심 드 윈터. 그의 반응은 과도해 보이기까지 하는데
Well, don't go there again, you hear?
Why not?
Because I hate the place, and if you had my memories, you wouldn't go there or talk about it or even think about it.
What's the matter? Oh, I'm sorry, please.
We should have stayed away. We should never have come back to Mandalay. Oh, what a fool I was.
I made you unhappy. Somehow I've hurt you. Oh, I can't bear to see you like this.
드 윈터 부인은 눈물로 사과하고 그런 그녀를 사랑으로 품습니다.
Forgive me.
Let's forget all about it.
주머니 속 손수건으로 눈물을 닦는 드 윈터 부인. 그런데 레베카, 어딜 가나 있는 레베카. 그런데 왜 맥심은 민감하게 반응했던 것일까요? 드 윈터 부인은 맥심의 재산을 관리하는 크롤리에게서 오두막집에 관한 이야기를 듣습니다.
I was down at the cottage on the beach the other day. There was a man there, a queer sort of person. Jasper kept barking at him.
Oh, yeah. Must have been Ben. Excuse me. He's quite harmless. We give him odd jobs now and then.
That cottage place seemed to be going to rack and ruin. Why isn't something done about it?
Well, I think if Maxim wanted anything done about it, he'd tell me.
Are those all Rebecca's things down there?
Yes.
해안의 오두막집은 맥심의 트라우마와 관련 있어 보였고 모든 중심에는 레베카가 있었죠.
Where did they find her?
Near Edgecombe. About 40 miles up channel, about 2 months afterwards. Maxim went up to identify her. It was horrible for him.
Yes, it must have been.
하지만 레베카는 이미 과거의 안주인. 그럼에도 불구하고 끊임없이 존재감을 뿜어내는 레베카. 레베카는 과연 어떤 사람이었을까? 드 윈터 부인은 본능적으로 서편으로 이끌렸고 드디어 레베카의 공간에 발을 들이게 되는데 레베카의 그녀 댄버스 부인과 마주하게 됩니다.
Do you wish anything, madam?
안주인이지만 본인도 모르게 긴장한 채 변명을 늘어놓고 말죠.
I didn't expect to see you, Mrs. Danvers. I noticed that the window wasn't closed and I came up to see if I could fasten it.
Why did you say that? I closed it before I left the room.
하지만 씨알도 안 먹히는 댄버스 부인. 그녀 앞에 서면 한없이 작아지기만 합니다.
See this room, haven't you, madam?
그런 그녀는 레베카의 방을 소개시켜주죠.
Loveliest room you've ever seen.
댄버스 부인은 레베카에 대한 애정이 각별해 보였고 광적으로 보이기까지 하죠.
Oh, you've moved her brush, haven't you? There, that's better. Just as she always laid it down. Come on, Danny. Hair drill, she would say. I'd stand behind her like this and brush away for 20 minutes at a time. And then she would say, "Good night, Danny," and step into her bed.
이곳은 과연 나의 집인가 아니면 레베카의 집인가? 레베카는 정말 죽은 것이 맞을까? 아직도 레베카를 안주인으로 모시고 있는 댄버스 부인, 마치 피부로 느껴지는 레베카의 망령.
You wouldn't think she'd been gone so long, would you? Sometimes when I walk along the corridor, I fancy I hear her just behind me. That quick, light step. I couldn't mistake it anywhere. It's not only in this room. It's in all the rooms in the house. I can almost hear it now. Do you think the dead come back and watch the living?
댄버스 부인은 결국 선을 넘어버리죠.
Sometimes. I wonder if she doesn't come back here to Manderley. Watch you and Mr. De Winter together.
더 이상 참을 수 없는 미세스 드 윈터. 특단의 조치를 내리게 되는데
Tell Mrs. Danvers I wish to see her immediately.
You sent for me, madam?
Yes, Mrs. Danvers. I want you to get rid of all these things.
But these are Mrs. De Winter's things.
I am Mrs. De Winter now.
Very well, I'll give the instructions.
런던에 갔던 맥심이 맨덜리에 돌아오고 레베카를 지우고 새로운 안주인으로서 자신의 자리를 확고히 하고 싶은 드 윈터 부인. 맥심에게 무도회를 여자고 제안하게 됩니다.
Darling, could we have a costume ball just as you used to?
All right, if you think you'd enjoy it. You better get Mrs. Danvers to help you, hadn't you?
No, I don't need Mrs. Danvers to help me. I can do it myself.
All right, my sweet.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
무도회에서 입을 드레스를 디자인하던 드 윈터 부인은 댄버스 부인과 마주하게 되는데
Yes, Mrs.
특단의 조치가 효과를 발휘한 것일까? 평소와 다르게 댄버스 부인은 한층 부드러운 태도를 보이고 심지어 드 윈터 부인에게 조언까지 건넵니다.
Know anything about it?
I merely thought that you might find a costume among the family portraits that would suit you.
Oh, you mean those at the top of the stairs? I'll go and look at them.
This one, for instance. It might have been designed for you. I'm sure you could have it copied. I've heard Mr. De Winter say that this is his favorite of all the paintings. It's Lady Caroline De Winter, one of his ancestors.
Oh, well, that's a splendid idea, Mrs. Danvers. I'm very grateful.
드디어 무도회날. 각양각색의 게스트들이 하나둘 맨덜리로 모여들고 오늘의 주인공이라 할 수 있는 드 윈터 부인은 깜짝 등장을 준비하는 듯 보이는데
Here I am, dear. It's Bee. I've come to give you a hand.
Oh, please don't come in, Beatrice. I don't want anyone to see my costume.
Oh. Oh, well, you won't be long, will you? Because the first people will be arriving any moment.
Now, you're sure that's where that should be?
Yes, madam, it's just right.
Oh, isn't it exciting?
Indeed it is, madam. I've always heard of the
순백의 드레스에 단아한 외모. 그 모습은 이곳에 모인 모든 이들의 시선을 사로잡을 수 있을 것만 같았죠. 설레는 마음으로 드레스를 입고 맥심에게 다가가는 미세스 드 윈터. 마침내 맥심과 마주하는 순간
Good evening, Mr. De Winter.
맥심의 얼굴이 순식간에 얼어붙고 마는데
But it's the picture, the one in the gallery.
맥심은 불같이 화를 내고
What are you standing there for? Didn't you hear what I said?
뭔가 잘못됨을 느낀 드 윈터 부인은 서둘러 2층으로 올라가는 그 순간 문득 시야에 들어온 익숙한 실루엣. 서편으로 조용히 사라지는 댄버스 부인.
목표를 포착했다.
드 윈터 부인은 참을 수 없는 감정에 휩싸이고 곧장 서편방으로 발걸음을 옮깁니다. 왜 괴롭히냐고 따지는 드 윈터 부인.
You knew it. You knew that she wore it, and yet you deliberately suggested I wear it. Why do you hate me? What have I done to you that you should ever hate me so?
You tried to take her place. You let him marry you. I've seen his face, his eyes. They're the same as those first weeks after she died. I used to listen to him, walking up and down, all night long, night after night, thinking of her, suffering torture because he'd lost her.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
오늘이 마지막 날인 양 미친 듯이 몰아치는 댄버스 부인.
But she's too strong for you. You can't fight her. No one ever got the better of her. Never, never. She was beaten in the end, but it wasn't a man, it wasn't a woman. It was the sea.
Oh, stop it, stop it, oh, stop it.
그리고 가스라이팅을 하기 시작합니다.
Why don't you go? Why don't you leave Manderley? He doesn't need you. He's got his memories. He doesn't love you. He wants to be alone again with her. You've nothing to stay for. You've nothing to live for, really, have you? Look down there. It's easy, isn't it? Why don't you? Why don't you? Go on. Go on. Don't be afraid.
점점 무너져가는 드 윈터 부인. 댄버스 부인의 말에 홀려가던 그 순간 난파선이 발견됐다는 소식이 들리고 순식간에 저택은 소란스러워집니다. 사람들이 모두 해안으로 떠나고 정신을 차린 드 윈터 부인 맥심을 찾아 해안으로 떠나게 되는데
이러면 완전히 나가린다.
아무리 둘러봐도 맥심은 보이지 않았고 우연히 마주친 크롤리에게 난파된 배가 레베카의 보트라는 소식을 듣게 됩니다.
Frank, what's the matter? Is anything wrong? There is something wrong.
Well, the diver who went down to inspect the bottom of the ship came across the hull of another boat, a little sailboat.
Frank, is it?
Yes, it's Rebecca's.
It'll be so hard on poor Maxim.
Yes, it's going to bring it all back again.
충격받았을 맥심 생각에 걱정이 되는 드 윈터 부인은 다시 맥심을 찾아 떠나고 빛이 새어나오는 오두막을 발견합니다. 그곳에 홀로 외로이 있는 맥심. 그런 그를 위로하려던 드 윈터 부인은 맥심으로부터 충격적인 사실을 듣게 되는데
They sent a diver down. He found another boat.
Yes, I know. Frank told me. Rebecca's boat. Oh, it's terrible for you. I'm so sorry.
The diver made another discovery. He broke one of the ports and looked into the cabin. There was a body in there.
She wasn't alone. There was someone sailing with her, and you have to find out who it was. That's it, isn't it, Maxim?
You don't understand. There was no one with her. It's Rebecca's body lying there on the cabin floor. The woman that was washed up at Edgecombe. The woman that is now buried in the family crypt. That was not Rebecca. That was the body of some unknown woman. Unclaimed, belonging nowhere. I identified it, but I knew it wasn't Rebecca. It was all a lie. I knew where Rebecca's body was. Lying on that cabin floor on the bottom of the sea.
How did you know, Maxim?
Because I put it there.
레베카의 시체를 처리한 맥심. 생각지도 못한 사실을 알게 된 드 윈터 부인. 하지만 충격도 잠시. 맥심은 또 다른 놀라운 사실을 고백합니다.
Maxim, why didn't you tell me before?
Yeah, you did sometimes, but you never seemed close enough.
How could we be close when I knew you were always thinking of Rebecca? How could I even ask you to love me when I knew you loved Rebecca still?
What are you talking about? What do you mean? You thought I loved Rebecca? You thought that? I hated her.
모두가 동경했던 레베카. 우아하고 사랑스러운 그녀에게 매료된 맥심. 그녀와 결혼에 성공했지만 결혼한 지 다 나흘이 되던 날 레베카는 이혼을 무기로 맥심을 협박하게 되죠.
I'll make a bargain with you, she said. You'd look rather foolish trying to divorce me now after 4 days of marriage. So I'll play the part of a devoted wife, mistress of your precious Manderley. I'll make it the most famous showplace in England, if you like. And people will visit us and envy us and say we're the luckiest, happiest couple in the country.
레베카의 이중적인 모습에 충격을 받은 맥심. 하지만 가문의 명예를 중요시했던 맥심은 그녀의 협박을 받아들입니다.
I should never have accepted her dirty bargain. But I did. I was younger then and tremendously conscious of the family honor. Family honor.
시간이 흐를수록 겉으로는 완벽해 보이는 이 결혼 생활은 점점 더 골마가고 있었고 레베카의 기행은 날이 갈수록 심해져만 갔죠.
But after a while she began to grow careless. She took a flat in London and she'd stay away for days at a time. Then she started to bring her friends down here. I warned her, but she shrugged her shoulders. What's it got to do with you? She said.
심지어 그녀는 그녀의 사촌 파벨과 부적절한 관계를 가지고 있었고
Then there was a cousin of hers, a man named Favell. Favell used to visit her here in this cottage. I found out about it and I warned her that if he came here again, I'd shoot them both.
참을 수 없던 맥심, 레베카를 찾아 오두막에 갔는데
And I knew then that I couldn't stand this life of filth and deceit any longer. I decided to come down here and have it out with both of them. But she was alone.
갈 때까지 간 레베카, 맥심에게 차마 해서는 안 될 말을 하죠.
Started to walk toward me. When I have a child, she said, neither you nor anyone else could ever prove it wasn't yours. You'd like to have an heir, wouldn't you, Max, for your precious Manderley? And she started to laugh. How funny. How supremely, wonderfully funny. I'll be the perfect mother, just as I've been the perfect wife. No one will ever know. It ought to give you the thrill of your life, Max, to watch my son grow bigger day by day, and to know that when you die, Manderley will be his. Well, Max, what are you going to do about it?
순간 모든 것이 무너진 맥심, 이성을 잃고 레베카를 가격하는데
I must have struck her. When I looked down, ages afterwards it seemed, she was lying on the floor. She'd struck her head on a heavy piece of ship's tackle. And I realized she
적을
was dead.
처치했습니다.
그렇게 레베카는 영영 돌아오지 못했죠.
I lost my head. I just knew I had to do something. Anything. I carried her out to the boat.
그렇게 맥심은 모든 비밀을 묻고 나왔던 것입니다.
I climbed over into the dinghy and pulled away. I saw the boat heel over and sink. I pulled back into the cove.
모든 사실을 알게 된 드윈터 부인, 충격적인 사실에도 그녀의 마음은 흔들리지 않았고 영원한 맥심의 편이 되기로 하지요.
If they find out it was Rebecca, you must simply say that you made a mistake about the other body. That the day you went to Edgecombe, you were ill. You didn't know what you were doing. Rebecca's dead. That's what we've got to remember. Rebecca's dead. She can't speak. She can't bear witness. She can't harm you anymore. We're the only two people in the world that know Maxim, you and I. Oh, Maxim, Maxim.
레베카 사건의 재조사가 시작되면서 파벨을 비롯한 사건 관계자들이 하나둘 법정에 모여들기 시작했죠. 레베카의 보트는 누군가가 일부러 가라앉혔다는 진술이 나오고 맥심의 압박감은 점점 심해져 갔습니다.
The late Mrs. De Winter used to send her boat to your shipyard for reconditioning.
That's right, sir.
Can you remember any occasion when she had any sort of accident with the boat?
No, sir. I often said Mrs. De Winter was a born sailor.
Now, when Mrs. De Winter went below, as is supposed, and a sudden gust of wind came down, that would be enough to capsize the boat, wouldn't it?
Excuse me, sir, but there's a little more to it than that.
What do you mean, Mr. Tabb?
I mean, sir, the seacocks.
What are the seacocks?
Oh, well, the seacocks are the valves to drain out the boat. They're always kept tight closed when you're afloat.
Yes?
Well, yesterday when I examined that boat, I found they'd been opened.
Well, what could be the reason for that?
Just this. That's what flooded the boat and sunk her.
Are you implying?
That boat never capsized at all. I know it's a terrible thing to say, sir, but in my opinion, she was scuttled.
나름 냉정하게 심리를 봤던 맥심. 그러나 날카로운 질문이 그를 벼랑 끝으로 내몰았는데
Mr. De Winter, however painful it may be, I have to ask you a very personal question. Were relations between you and the late Mrs. De Winter perfectly happy? Where are laces between...
그 순간 맥심의 감정이 폭발해버리고
I won't stand this any longer.
구른다. 드윈터 부인이 쓰러지면서 심리가 연기되고 말죠.
We'll adjourn till after lunch. Mr. De Winter, I presume you'll be available for us then?
똘마니 하나 잘 붙네 아주.
연기가 된 시간 동안 차에서 휴식을 취하는 드윈터 부인. 그 사이 파벨이 접근하고 맥심의 이목을 끌게 되죠.
It's no wonder.
What do you want, Fabel?
Oh, hello, Max. Things are going pretty well for you, aren't they? Better than you ever expected. I was rather worried about you at first. That's why I came down to the inquest.
Well, I'm touched by your solicitude, but if you don't mind, we'd rather like to have our lunch.
Lunch? I say, what a jolly idea. Rather like a picnic, isn't it? Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you mind if I put this there? You know, Max, old boy, I really think I ought to talk things over with you.
Talk about things over.
파벨은 레베카가 사고를 당한 날 작성된 쪽지를 가지고 있었고 피는 못 속이는지 맥심을 협박하죠.
Good. Well, you see, Max, I'm finding myself in a rather awkward position. You've only got to read this note to understand. It's from Rebecca. What's more, she had the foresight to put a date on it. She wrote it to me the day she died. Incidentally, I was out on a party on that night, so I didn't get it until the next day.
And what makes you think that note would interest me?
Oh, I'm not going to bother you with the contents now, but I can assure you that it is not the note of a woman who intends to drown herself that same night. You know, Max, I'm getting awfully fed up with my job as a motor car salesman. I don't know if you've ever experienced the feeling of driving an expensive motor car that isn't your own, but it can be very, very exasperating. You know what I mean. You want to own the car yourself. I've often wondered what it'd be like to retire to the country, have a nice little place with a few acres of shooting. I've never figured out what it'd cost a year, but I'd like to talk about it with you. I'd like to have your advice on how to live comfortably without hard work.
Hello, Fabel. Are you looking for me, Maxim?
Yes. Mr. Fabel and I have a little business transaction on hand. I think we had better conduct it over at the inn. They may have a private room there.
Well, see you later.
하지만 두 번은 안 당하는 맥심. 자신을 협박한 파벨을 신고하고 마는데
Where's Mr. De Winter?
Through the other door, sir. Colonel Julian, this is Mr. Fabel.
Oh, I know Colonel Julian. We're old friends, aren't we?
Since you're old friends, I assume you also know he's head of the police here. I think he might be interested to hear your proposition. Go on, tell him all about it.
I don't know what you mean. I merely said I hope to give up selling cars and retire into the country.
Actually, he offered to withhold a vital piece of evidence from the inquest if I made it worth his while.
궁지에 몰린 파벨은 레베카의 쪽지를 공개하고 레베카와 내연관계인 사실을 밝힙니다.
Now, I have a little note here which I consider puts that possibility quite out of court. Read it, Colonel.
Jack, darling, I've just seen the doctor and I'm going down to Mandalay right away. I shall be at the cottage all this evening and shall leave the door open for you. I have something terribly important to tell you. Rebecca.
Now, does that look like the note of a woman who had made up her mind to kill herself?
파벨의 증언으로 레베카 사건이 살인사건일 가능성이 커지면서 사건 심리를 맡은 줄리언 대령은 증인을 요구하고 파벨은 댄버스 부인을 부르죠.
Ah, here she is, the missing link, the witness who will help supply the motive.
하지만 레베카의 치부를 가리고 싶은 댄버스 부인은 협조적이지만은 않았는데
Danny, who was Rebecca's doctor?
Mr. De Winter always had Dr. McLean from the village.
Now, you heard. I said Rebecca's doctor in London.
I don't know anything about that.
Oh, don't give me that, Danny. You knew everything about Rebecca. You knew she was in love with me, didn't you? Surely you haven't forgotten the good times she and I used to have down at the cottage on the beach.
She had a right to amuse herself, didn't she? Love was a game to her, only a game. It made her laugh, I tell you. She used to sit on her bed and rock with laughter at the lot of you.
그런 그녀가 레베카가 맥심에게 살해당했을 가능성이 있다는 이야기를 듣고 말죠.
Mrs. Danvers, it has been suggested that Mrs. De Winter was deliberately murdered.
There you have it in a nutshell, Danny. But there's one more thing you'll want to know. The name of the murderer. It's a lovely name that rolls off the tongue so easily. George Fortescue Maximilian De Winter.
분노에 사로잡힌 댄버스 부인, 모든 사실을 털어놓기 시작합니다.
He was a doctor. Mrs. De Winter sometimes went to him privately. She used to go to him even before she was married.
We don't want reminiscences, Danny. What was his name?
Dr. Baker, 165 Goldhawk Road, Shepherd's Bush.
There you are, Colonel. There's where you'll find your motive. Go and question Dr. Baker. He'll tell you why Rebecca went to him, to confirm the fact that she was going to have a child. A sweet, curly-headed little child.
It isn't true. It isn't true. She would have told me.
She told Max about it. Max knew he wasn't the father, so like the gentleman of the old school that he really killed her.
I'm afraid we shall have to question this, Dr. Baker.
사건의 키가 될 의사를 조사하러 런던으로 떠나고
Are you sure you don't want me to go with you, Max?
No, darling, it'll be very tiring for you. I'll be back the very first thing in the morning, and I won't even stop to sleep.
I'll be waiting for you.
의사의 취조가 시작되죠.
Dr. Baker, you may have seen Mr. De Winter's name in the papers recently.
Oh, yes, in connection with the body that was found in a boat. My wife was reading all about it. A very sad case.
파벨은 레베카가 자신의 아이를 임신했다 믿고 있었고 의사에게 사실을 말해달라 재촉하기 시작합니다.
She was going to have a kid, wasn't she? Come on, out with it.
이윽고 충격적인 사실이 밝혀지는데
The woman who called herself Mrs. Danvers was very seriously ill.
She was not going to have a child.
Well, that was what she thought. My diagnosis was different.
What was wrong with her?
Cancer. Yes, the growth was deep-rooted. An operation would have been no earthly use at all. In a short time, she would have been under morphia. There was nothing that could be done for her except wait.
레베카는 자신의 운명을 받아들이고 일부러 맥심을 자극한 것이었죠. 레베카 사건이 자살 사건으로 마무리가 되고 파벨은 댄버스 부인에게 자초지종을 설명하게 됩니다.
Hello, Danny. I just wanted to tell you the news. Rebecca held out on both of us. She had cancer. Yes, suicide. And now Max and that dear little bride of his will be able to stay on at Mandalay and live happily ever after. Bye-bye, Danny.
This your car, sir?
Yes?
Will you be going soon? This isn't a parking place, you know.
Oh, isn't it? Well, people are entitled to leave their cars outside if they want to. It's a pity some of you fellows haven't anything better to do.
그 시각 맨덜리. 레베카의 자살 소식을 받아들일 수 없던 댄버스 부인은 맨덜리에 불을 지르고
Mrs. Danvers, she's gone mad. She said she'd rather destroy Mandalay than see us happy here.
Look! The West Wing!
그녀가 사랑했던 레베카의 망령이 있는 맨덜리와 함께 불꽃 속으로 사라집니다.
무비무세.
한국에서 뮤지컬로도 잘 알려진 레베카는 할리우드의 거장 알프레드 히치콕 감독의 영화입니다. 1930년대를 배경으로 어느 젊은 여성이 과부인 맥심을 만나 사랑에 빠지면서 이야기가 시작되는데요. 영화 시작부터 끝까지 이름이 나오지 않는 나와 데뷔드에게 한순간도 등장하진 않지만 끝까지 존재감을 뿜어내는 레베카, 그리고 그런 레베카를 잊지 못하고 사모하는 댄버스 부인. 극중 나는 어울리지 않는 옷을 걸치고 레베카처럼 되기를 추구하지만 어색해져 버린 나를 보고 맥심은 싫어하는 모습을 보이죠. 그런 그를 보며 레베카와 비교당하고 있다 착각하는 나. 특히 댄버스 부인의 가스라이팅으로 자신의 모습을 잃어가는 나의 모습이 인상적이었는데요. 비하인드 스토리로 맥심을 연기한 로렌스 올리비에는 당시 연인이었던 비비안 리를 상대역으로 추천했으나 비비안 리는 소심한 나와 이미지가 맞지 않다는 이유로 히치콕 감독이 반대를 했다 하죠. 이런 이유로 올리비에는 나로 캐스팅된 신인 배우 조앤 폰테인을 현장에서 쌀쌀맞게 대했고 사람들로부터 은따를 당하게 됩니다. 아이러니하게도 이런 경험이 나가 맨덜리 저택에서 위축되는 모습과 겹쳐 작품의 완성도가 더 높아지는 결과물이 나왔다고 합니다. 리뷰가 재밌으셨다면 왓챠에서 영화를 한번 찾아보시는 것도 추천드립니다. 영상이 재밌으셨다면 좋아요와 댓글, 구독, 알람 설정까지 부탁해요.